Okay, so suspended NRL 360 host Paul Kent has pleaded not guilty to assault in court in Sydney. This has exploded quite literally from where we were at the beginning of the week till now. It's been a very, very frantic process, and a lot of ex-players have come out and gone after Paul Kent, because when players and club officials do this, the media go after them tooth and nail. Now, yes, I've read a couple of articles. I was reading the Sydney Morning Herald this morning as I've woken up, my time. So, a few hours ago, obviously, Paul Kent in Sydney had his court appearance. He's given a statement outside court. He's pled not guilty to the charges that are laid against him. But it looks likely that New South Wales Police may lay further charges against Paul Kent. Now, because he's pled not guilty at his hearing this morning, a court date is set for December. So this is going to rumble on now for the next 7 months. We've got 7 more months of this. I don't know if Fox Sports and his newspaper, the Daily Telegraph, continue to suspend him during that time or allow him back to work. We shall see in the coming days whether on next Monday he's on NRL 360, for example. But a lot of former and current players have come out basically saying he deserves the same treatment in the media that fellow players have received when they have misdeeds off the field and when they have indiscretions, because the media goes after them tooth and nail. And I'm not sure, even if he's found not guilty, because he's pled not guilty to the charges, or if he does make it to court, that he can go back to Fox Sports and the Daily Telegraph, because how do his work colleagues actually feel? Because there's been a basically silence from current work colleagues in regards to the situation. And that is very, very key. Publicly, his work colleagues on NRL 360 and in the newspaper industry have pretty much stayed silent. But what we don't know is their personal views on the situation. And I would think it makes it very, very difficult for him to continue to do his job. Now, he stated that his employers, which are Fox Sports and the Daily Telegraph, continue to support him. But I think this is going to drag on and on and on. What we do know is it was his ex-partner, and there was an altercation between them over the weekend. And as I stated in yesterday's video, it was noticeable that his demeanour and his body language had changed in recent months. There's been several high-profile incidents involving Paul Kent, including the Anthony Maroon incident on Triple M, the Mark Geyer incident and spat on Triple M, the incident at the media launch for KO Sports at the beginning of the year, and now this. There's been 3 or 4 high-profile incidents involving, I'm going to describe erratic behaviour. I know Paul Kent's outspoken. It can be quite entertaining to watch. 2 outspoken people go head-to-head. He is fiery in his opinions. Some of his stuff I agree with, some of his stuff I don't agree with things that he says on TV and in the media. But he is controversial, and he's becoming more so as time goes on. So there's definitely, he has been described as the angriest journalist in sports. So we'll see what the legal process entails. But this has taken another step from where we were at the beginning of the week and over the weekend, from being charged to actually being in court pleading not guilty. So we'll see how it plays out, but I think this is going to be a very long, messy process, not only for Paul Kent and his ex-partner, but also for Fox Sports and the Daily Telegraph, because as far as I can tell, I think he is still stood down from his presenting duties at Fox and from his column writing at the Daily Telegraph while this legal procedure takes place. Now, if, for example, Fox Sports would put him back on NRL 360 on Monday, I think that would be the wrong move, because there's an ongoing investigation of a criminal nature into him, and it looks very likely from what reports are saying in the Sydney Morning Herald that there's going to be further charges laid against him. So we shall see how things play out, and we'll see what happens going forward with any trial or any further court dates. So there we go. Paul Kent has pleaded not guilty to assault. What do you guys make of it? I mean, honestly, this has been a very damaging episode for himself because, as I say, if he's found not guilty, how badly damaged is his reputation, considering a lot of current and ex-players who he would be, tasked with interviewing or writing articles on, have come out pretty much against him, saying, well, he deserves the same treatment that the playing group, the coaches, club officials have had treatment over the years, going all the way back to the beginning of time. When players or club officials misbehave, they get thrown to the wolves by the media, and now it's the rugby league media circus, as he's described it, which he's part of. So there we go. That's my view on things. I think Fox and the Daily Telegraph need to keep him on gardening leave until it is fully resolved, and even then, can they risk putting him back on air for their own reputation as well? Because obviously domestic violence or just violence in general, there's a problem in society, and it's not a good look. So that's my view on things. People can disagree with that, but I think we'll see on Monday whether he's back on NRL 360. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts in the comment section below, and we'll have some more content for you very, very soon.